So this is what inspired Joseph Goddard to the max. My Native American mentors taught me that the songbird song of Thanksgiving brings the sun up into the sky. And it's not dark here, but it's not light here in Melbourne, Australia. And the songbirds have started their song of Thanksgiving. See, here's what the old fellas taught me. The songbirds got to make it through the night. In other words, they've got to be exceptionally still. They puff up their feathers, they sit in their nest, and they don't move. With their feathers puffed up, they've trapped in some warmth. And if they move, if they're startled, if they're disturbed, they just might die. They just might freeze to death. And so when the songbird makes it through the night and knows that the sun is coming, right? The sun will come up very soon. They scatter throughout the forest and they sing their songs of Thanksgiving, the sacred song that begins the sacred order. And as they sing the sacred song that invites the sun up into the sky. And so for another day, they shall get their daily bread. Listen to their joy. Now, scientists, bird ornithologists, they've told me, you're wrong, Mr. 20. They're singing territorial songs. They're letting people know this is my territory. They're letting the other birds know this is my spot. And I go, wow, sounds like I've intruded upon your territory with something that brings joy to my life and has blessed thousands of people over at least 7 generations. Because here's the deal, gang. Neville Goddard teaches this in his own ways. So do I. If I invest those moments of time as I'm waking up in the darkness and I'm singing my sacred songs of possibility, in other words, I'm taking specific events of my day and I'm imagining those specific events having gone my way. What implies each and every one of them? It's not hard. We followed the one simple formula. And I can now 5 to 10, 6 to 12 in a few minutes as I'm in that natural state akin to sleep, going from asleep to awake in the dark, the time when a lot of people ruminate about what's the problem, what do I got to put up today, what if it doesn't work again? You see, while they're ruminating, I'm rejoicing. I'm nailing specific events of my day, having gone my way, while my head is on the pillow of possibility. Now here's a top secret bit, ready? I can promise you one thing. If you had wins that mattered every single day for the past year, how would your life be different? On the other hand, if you decide to skip this and you don't have wins that matter every day, in a year from today, how's your life gonna be? I'm a massive fan of wins that matter because it takes just a moment. JosephGoddardToTheMax.com is where I dive into detail in this. And I invite you to just dive into it. Because can you hear their rejoicing and can you hear mine? On today's Joseph Goddard, I finished at 5:05 a.m. I had 3 wins within 17 minutes. Wins that matter to me. Yeah, probably got another dozen more coming. How cool is that? And if I miss one once in a while, who cares? I use one of my other routines, and I amp that back up just for fun. So that's one of my 3 daily routines that I do every single day, and it's turned my life from win to play. And I invite you to join us too. Joseph Goddard to the max. And just for fun right now, and entertain a possibility. Imagine something yummy for someone else as we go into the silence. So this episode is 4 minutes and 47 seconds long so far. I can see the change in the sky. It's not daylight yet, but that morning blue is getting brighter and brighter by the moment as my songbirds sing their sacred song. I invite you, while your head is on the pillow of possibility, to do the Joseph Goddard to the max routine. And by the way, here's why. A lot of people, their head hits the pillow and they either let it get filled full of dread. See, don't let your head get filled with dread, and they wake up exhausted. You want to stop waking up exhausted? You want to have nice, lovely, deep rest? Joseph Goddard to the max. See ya.